Good evening. My name is Michael Petrellis, and I'm here to address a matter I brought to your attention previously, and it has to do with a complaint I filed on February 25th of this year, 7 months ago. It was a complaint against the mayor because of...
We allow campaign signs to be displayed?
I agree.
Take that, put your
campaign sign down.
Campaign outside this hearing room. This hearing room is not a format.
Please stop the clock. I want my 30 seconds returned to me that you've taken up by interrupting me. And if you'd like to discuss signs in the meeting, I would like to see in writing the prohibition that prevents me from holding this sign. I want to see it in writing. Why you are telling me to put a sign down because I feel you are infringing upon my First Amendment rights. Can you produce in writing the prohibition that you say is the reason why I have to put my sign down? Yay or nay, can you produce it in writing?
Chair of the commission, I can make that ruling and ask you to put it down.
Where's that in writing?
And if you...
Where's that in writing?
If you aren't willing to put it down, then you can just step back. This room is not for political...
Why are you trying to infringe upon my First Amendment rights without producing in writing what you say are these rules?
Through the chair to the city attorney, is it legally allowable for a candidate for office to use his campaign material in testifying before the commission with a television audience of which he certainly has knowledge?
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I mean, it does seem like campaigning is not within the scope of the Ethics Commission's jurisdiction, and so I think
I suppose it's within our scope also to offer an opinion under the First Amendment on the merits or demerits of his candidacy. Mr. Chairman, I would like a written opinion. It ought to be short on this kind of campaign advertising in a
and I would like to point out, regardless of what my sign says, I want to see it in writing.
You, sir.
You have interrupted my public comment, sir, and I will not be cowed by this. I am holding a sign regardless of what it says. You claim you have a prohibition on holding these signs, that you cannot produce it in writing. I'd like to hear what the city attorney has to say is in writing regarding a public comment speaker holding a sign regardless of what it says.
If you'd like a written opinion, I can provide one to you forthwith, but until that time, I don't know the answer off the top of my head.
Well, within a week or so, before the next meeting.
Go ahead with your comments.
Thank you. Please return my 30 seconds to me.
Make it clear that you are not politicking.
I am not talking about my candidacy at all. If you would let me finish, I would complete my 3 minutes. Are we ready? I am here tonight to talk about a complaint I filed with the San Francisco Ethics Commission on February 25th against the mayor and Willie Brown. It pertained to, my complaint pertained to a October 1st meeting in 2015. I'm going to show the sign-in sheet from the mayor's office on the overhead. Can we please go to the overhead, please? As you see here, there was a meeting on October 1st. It was at the mayor's office. Among the attendees, the last person listed as an attendee is Willie Brown. And the column next to his name says, his organization. He did not fill in the name of the organization or the entity that he was representing at this meeting with the mayor. Please come back to me on the camera. Other folks who were at this meeting include representatives from the East-West Bank. Now, the law says everyone attending meetings with the mayor has to sign it, print their name, and list the organization or entity they're representing. Willie Brown did not do that. That is the basis of the complaint I filed 7 months ago. All I have received from the Ethics Commission since this complaint was filed was an acknowledgement that you have received the complaint and you're checking it out. I'm here to ask you to direct the researchers at the Ethics Commission at 25 Van Ness Avenue to move on this complaint. I'm wondering how many other complaints have been filed along these same lines that are waiting for an investigation, but are not happening. It is not serving the public. It is not fulfilling your mission as the Ethics Commission to have a complainant wait 7 months. Now, I don't expect by the time we come to next month's meeting, or if it's happening, when we come back in a month or maybe in November, I don't expect that we're going to have a resolution to this. I've received no indication from the Ethics Commission that they're investigating. This kind of approach to processing a complaint is harming San Francisco transparency.